Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am doing another Disney scrapbooking video and I'm doing part 2 of Hollywood Studios. I will have a playlist linked down below of all of the videos that I have done so far because I'm kind of in the middle of this scrapbook album right now. So if you want to catch up on the other videos, I will link those down below. I have done a day at Animal Kingdom, a day at Magic Kingdom. I did the first half of Hollywood Studios, and then shortly there will be a video out of Epcot, and then I also did like our travel day and day at Disney Springs. So now we are finishing day, I guess it would be like the third full day of the trip. And yeah, so we were at Hollywood Studios, which is my favorite Disney park at Walt Disney World, or at all the parks that I've been to, honestly. It has Galaxy's Edge and it has Toy Story Land. I would love to visit Pixar Pier, but otherwise this is my favorite because Pixar and Star Wars are my two favorite things ever. And yeah, so you probably heard some of my stories in the last video, and I have some more stories this video, but I also want to say the products I'm working with. I'm working with a lot of Simple Stories products. I do have a video where I do a haul, and I have a video where I show you the kit that I'm working with, my little Disney memory keeping kit. So you can be sure to check those out so you can see what I'm working with, or if there's something that, or if you're like making a Disney album, then maybe there's something in there that you might want to purchase. I don't get any kickback or anything. I'm just sharing what I love to work with. So, where I left off yesterday is that we were at Galaxy's Edge, and we had some time at Ogas Cantina, which was such a cool experience, and everything is very like tailored to the experience as a whole, being in Batuu and Galaxy's Edge and being a part of everything. I can't remember what they called money, but they didn't call money. They had a name for it that they actually use in the movies, and like everything was just so realistic. It was like you were actually at Oga's Cantina. Like they were all the cast members were like singing and chanting and being silly and just having a blast, and it was just such a cool experience. It's so immersive. And if you can get reservations there in the future, I don't even know if Oga's Cantina is open right now, but when it does open, or if it is open, like I highly recommend getting reservations because it's really, really neat to be immersed in that. So these are just a lot of pictures of that experience in the area and being a part of it, because most of the places there are standing spots, like you're not sitting anywhere. So it's not like you're like sitting and having a meal and staying there for a while. You're really just having a drink, maybe a snack, being part of the experience, and then going out. But still, I'm really glad we did it, and I would definitely want to do it again next time. We got these little porg cups that I just love. It came with one of the drinks, and then you get like a souvenir cup to take home, which is so cool. So of course we had to get one of those. And yeah, so this is just documenting that. I don't know if you saw, but in that bottom right-hand photo, my photo printer had kind of messed it up, and I didn't want to reprint the photo, so I just put the words Magical Memories over top of it, and you will barely be able to tell, and I'm happy with that because I really didn't want to have to reprint that photo and get all my stuff out. And yeah, and fix it. And it wasn't really a big deal to me. If I were doing this album as a custom album for somebody else, then that would be totally different, but it wasn't for somebody else. So I didn't really care. Also, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. Then you can be notified when I do more Disney videos and other types of videos. I also started a Patreon where I do mini classes and I do live videos and I do in-depth longer process videos and tutorials. And you can also have the chance, in one of the tiers, you will receive Happy Mail from me. I call it like Rachel's Favorite Things subscription box. And we have an exclusive Facebook group. So it's a really fun place over there. I really am trying to grow and cultivate our community. So if you want to meet other people who are also in the crafty community, feel free to head over to my Patreon and see what it's all about, and if that's something that would interest you. But I just started that not too long ago on March 1st, so it's kind of a new thing for me that I'm really excited about and that I'm excited to share with my friends as well. So that's why I am sharing it with you. And also, if you don't know, you are watching this video in part of my 30 days of videos leading up to my YouTube anniversary, 5 years. I cannot believe it. It is, so I'm doing 30 days of videos, all kinds of videos, Happy Mail, handmade embellishments, memory keeping, scrapbooking, Bible journaling, all the things. So keep your eyes out for everything that's going to be coming in the next little while. I have so many more videos to come, and of course I always take video suggestions, so don't be shy with that. I'd love to know what you want to see, because that's what I'm here for, and it helps me be a little bit more creative as well. So we are continuing on to these other pages, and more of Galaxy's Edge. There's so many beautiful places to take photos. Galaxy's Edge is actually so much bigger than I thought it would be. And there's so much to explore. I love the marketplace. That is a top left-hand photo. I don't know if there's a specific name for it, but I just called it marketplace because that's kind of what it feels like. And it's almost as if there's like different little shops you can go to, just like if you are in Star Wars. Like, I don't know. It's just, they just totally nailed the vibes of it, and I love it. Other than the fact that there's like hundreds of tourists, but they did the best they could despite that there's going to be lots of tourists. But I wore my Chewie ears, and I had a Disney or a Star Wars shirt on, and all the things. So next time if I go, I will probably have like a Yoda backpack or a Baby Yoda backpack, and I don't know, Chewie ears and something else. I don't know. I'll be a little bit more creative. But I had my Chewy ears from Etsy, and everyone was like, where did you get those ears from? I'm like, sorry, they don't sell them here. They're from Etsy, because there are sellers on Etsy that make the coolest ears, and they were all fuzzy and super cute, and they're like one of my favorite Disney things that I own. So this is a funny story. Let me tell you. So Andy and I were leaving the park at the end of the day, and I was a little bit bummed that like we were leaving kind of early, but we just had such a full day. We got there bright and early to get a spot in the virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance. So we were there super, super early. We woke up early. I think we had just done 2 days of Disney already. And so we kind of ended our day early, but we explored Galaxy's Edge so much. But we were leaving the park, and we were taking a picture in front of the Chinese theater, and a cast member approaches us and says, do you want me to take your picture for you? And we said, sure, that would be great, thanks. So he grabs my phone, starts taking a picture, and he's like, so is this a family photo? And we were like, yeah, I guess it's a family photo. He's like, okay, so this picture is for family. And we're like, yeah, I guess so. I mean, it was just the two of us, so it was kind of a weird question. And then he paused for a second, and he looks around, and he's like, and he starts yelling. He says, okay, Hollywood Studios family, this is a family picture. Everyone get in this. This is a Hollywood Studios family photo. And so all of a sudden, cast members start walking over, and he starts calling over random people saying, get in this photo, come here, get in this photo. And one by one, people start coming over, and everyone sees there is a commotion going on. No one has any idea of why this is happening, but they're just seeing other random people get in the photo, so they're like, okay, why not? And so in the end, we had, I think I counted in the photo almost 100 people in this giant photo, which you'll see in a second when I go back to it. And Yeah, we didn't know a single person in this photo, but it was hilarious because we weren't expecting it. It totally caught us off guard. All of a sudden, like, our line for the photo just kept, like, our line of people just kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. It was one of the funniest moments of the day, tied with my Kylo Ren story from my Hollywood Studios Part 1 video that I put out a little while ago. Oh my goodness. Just hilarious. And a bunch of people afterward like asked if we could airdrop them the photo and asked like if they could like we could send it to them and stuff because it was just a random photo of 100 Disney tourists at Hollywood Studios hanging out together and being a family at Disney. That's what it's all about, right? So, yeah, that's a memory I never want to forget, and I have it written down in a journal. I don't think I will ever forget that moment. We were laughing about it for so long. It was just hilarious. So good. One of the best memories. And those cast members, man, they do so much to make your experience the best possible. So that's my little story. It was that photo you can see right there. That's what the photo started out as. And then you'll see I turned the page and you'll see what it ended up as. It was just some really great memories, and it just made me so satisfied at the end of the day to be like, okay, yeah, that was a really good day. That just topped it off. And so you can see there's the photo of the 100 people. And I put this word family here because he was saying like Hollywood Studios family. So yeah, you can see there's about 100 of us in this photo, and everyone was like, so what was that for? Why did they? And I was like, and then I had to explain the whole story. We were just taking a photo, us two. And then he called everyone over because everyone was so confused as to like, was this a special event or was this for a purpose for something? Are they using this photo for something? But nope, it's just to be silly. And it was hilarious. So I had to put that family sticker and then say cheese. And yeah, I have a journal with all of our memories from this trip and all of our trips written down. So we will never forget that moment. It was just the best. So yeah, I left the park just so satisfied and so happy with how our day went. Even though we were leaving like before dinner time, we were leaving like late afternoon. We had already been there for like 8 or 9 hours. And like I said, like our third Disney day. So after that moment, I just felt so satisfied and so at peace with how the day went that just like made it even more perfect than it already was. It was just awesome. So that's my other little story. And I'm finishing up this last page here, making sure to do some journaling. But like I said, I have a journal with all the details. So with this album, I'm really not too focused on doing a lot of journaling. I took a picture of a pin here, and of course we went out for lots of meals and dinners. I'm a big pin collector and pin trader. Let me know down below if you are too. I do a lot of trading online, and especially in this past year with the pandemic, I wanted something fun to do, so I've been doing a lot of online pin trading, and that is just so fun. You can see here I have now used this single ephemera 3 different times and just cutting it up and tearing it apart and using it. And yeah, this is the third time I have used this little piece of ephemera. So it definitely got me a long way. And I just kind of tucked it under that border strip, and I'm going to do some journaling. And that's really made good use of that piece of ephemera. So afterwards, after I turned off the camera, I did do some sewing because if I showed that on camera, that would be really boring. So you can see the sewing I did here, and you might have noticed at the end there was an empty pocket, and I actually just put some cards there. So you'll see that in a moment. And I did some sewing around the border of the cards as well. But yeah, it all really came together, and my next video that'll come out will be Epcot, so make sure you're on the lookout for that. And like I said, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up so that I know you like this Disney content and to do more. But you can see those pocket cards there that I put in those in the pockets. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Have yourself a great day. I hope you're feeling inspired, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!